Hello everyone, this is just a quick vlog about boxing and one of my heroes I like in the boxing game. Many people don't like him and they send him hate mail and slander him and call him chicken, etc. I'm talking about the boxer Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is one of the most skillful boxers of our generation, this modern generation. I'm talking about this generation of fighters. Floyd Mayweather in his generation is the most skillful, fit and articulate boxer there has ever been. In the 1980s I followed Sugar Ray Leonard, Hearns, Hagler, Duran, Muhammad Ali and all the old fighters, Pernell Whitaker, etc. And also Roy Jones. But I'm talking about Floyd Money Mayweather. He is a phenomenal person. Now people slander him and say, oh, he's this, he's that, and also he had a domestic violence case against him where he went to prison for a while. But we don't know the insides of what happened. I disagree with hitting any woman. Hitting women is no good. And you should always use your mind and your patience and try and sort out what you can, but not hit a woman, especially a boxer. But Floyd Mayweather, let me tell you the good things about Floyd Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather is one of the most skillful fighters on the planet. If you think Manny Pacquiao can beat Floyd Mayweather, you are dreaming. You can't know about boxing for real. Yes, it is true that boxing, anything can happen. But I put my money with Floyd Money Mayweather outboxing and taking Manny Pacquiao apart. Despite Manny Pacquiao's speed, despite Manny Pacquiao's awkward angles, and despite Manny Pacquiao's aggression, Mayweather will overcome all. Just imagine, Floyd Mayweather has been unbeaten in all his fights. He's also fought everyone. I've watched his fights from the early ones and he beat them all. He picks them apart. And there's a quality that Mayweather has that many people don't realize. He's got a chin. And many of the great champions had a chin. Sugar Ray Leonard, you take a look at Sugar Ray Leonard, why he was champion and how he overcame Tommy Hearns. The chin. Take a look at Marvin Hagler. The chin. Muhammad Ali, a strong chin. It's not just the speed of boxing which gets you the victories, it's your tactical battle plan and your natural skill which gets you away. The speed plays a big part, but it's everything. How you cover up, how you read your opponent, how you break him down, and also the ultimate is your fitness and speed. But Mayweather, let's come away from boxing. Mayweather has achieved so much in the sport. He's also a great businessman. He's got children. He's got a lovely home, family around him. And what I give, and I'll tell you this personally, Floyd Mayweather, what I've got great respect for you is for sorting out the problem with your father. That father and son, I watched a video of yours of you arguing with your father, and that is pretty hurtful for me because your father is your father. But it's not for me to say. You can have your differences with your father that I don't know about. But I'm glad to see your father in your corner, and that made me very happy seeing that. Because I've got a problem with my son right now. I've not talked for 6 years with my son because of some altercations, some basic simple thing. And he hasn't decided to grow up. So I've lost my son. So yeah, Floyd Money Mayweather, right? Businessman. He creates business for everyone. Floyd Mayweather hands out money to charities. He gives money. He gives money, little that you know. Medicare, hospital treatments for some people. I don't know the exact details, but he gives those money out. Food banks for starving people. He gives so much out. Floyd Mayweather also keeps boxing alive, and I think he's a decent person. All these people knocking Floyd Mayweather saying he's arrogant and all that. Listen, he deserves the right to be arrogant, and he's arrogant in a positive way. So anyone knocking money Floyd Mayweather, just think about the money he makes for cab drivers, for hotels, for catering companies, for TV networks, for HBO. Okay, think of the entertainment for fans. You know, you name it. He makes multi-million business for everyone. He also sets people up in business, people he knows, friends. He's got his record company, you know, Filthy Rich Records. So before you knock a person, think about what they're doing, the positive things they're doing, and think about how positive Floyd Mayweather is. He's a very positive person. That's why he's successful the way he is in his boxing. He's got an absolute 100% positive attitude to everything he does. And look at the amount of money he's got. Yet he still trains like a poor man because he wants to achieve his goal and wants to be complete when he retires boxing. Now the thing with Manny Pacquiao is the simple things like the drug taking, which is very good. He wants to be on an even playing field with everyone. So that's why he asked Manny Pacquiao and he asked Sugar Shane Mosley for the drug test. You see Lance Armstrong, he's cheated on the Tour de France. I'm sure many on the Tour de France are cheating on the drugs. My favourite man was Miguel Indurain when I watched the Tour de France. He must have been on the stuff as well. They're all on the hot sauce. I'm not calling you a cheat, Miguel Indurain, because you're my favourite driver and rider, but now it's been exposed that most of the riders are on the hot sauce. Most of them. Boxers are on the hot sauce. Even Roy Jones had a thing about being on the hot sauce. Sugar Shane Mosley on the hot sauce. So Mayweather is bringing this thing into sports where he wants everyone on an even playing field. And I think he's got a right to do that. And it's good he brings it out. It makes boxing fair and no one cheating. Now let's talk about Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is another fighter I like and I adore. Manny Pacquiao himself has done a lot for boxing and he's very, very skillful. As you know, he's got the awkward angles, speed, guts, and he fights, so he makes the fight exciting. People say Floyd Mayweather was boring because they don't understand boxing. I know what you're saying in terms of the action, but he does what he needs to do to win Floyd Mayweather. But if you take a look at Floyd Mayweather's earlier fights when he was younger, believe me, it was dynamite. The speed was incredible. But Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are two different fighters. Like you have one fruit here and one fruit here. And you just pick your choice. I like the tactics of boxing and keeping your face and your brain in one piece. Because in the end of the day, when you quit boxing, you've got to have a brain and you've got to have your mind. And Mayweather is right when saying that his health is the most important thing. Now Manny Pacquiao, the reason why I like Manny Pacquiao also, he also gives money to his country's people, the poor. He gives handouts and food bank. He does so much in boxing, puts back in boxing, coaches, basketball. He puts a lot back into boxing and people. He's a people person, which I like about Manny Pacquiao. And Mayweather, I love his style. I love his style with the cars, and I just love his style because he's worked hard for something and he deserves the right to spend it. And Manny Pacquiao, I love his style too. He's a very down-to-earth, earthly person. But when it comes to boxing, I'm sorry, I am a Mayweather person, number one. I'm Mayweather number one. Manny Pacquiao, he's up there as well. But I just pick Mayweather at the edge. You've got a skill. But that fight, Mayweather and Pacquiao, will be one of the most interesting fights of this modern generation. Now let me tell you something about the best ever, who I think is the best ever boxer. For me, without doubt, the best ever person to put a pair of gloves on, this is my opinion, we all have opinions, is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali is the most adaptable, skillful, incredible, not just boxer, but also entertainer. Incredible. And he did a lot for black people. He did a lot in a lot of political stuff. He was against adversity. He was faced with tremendous racism in his time. So a lot of people don't understand that where he come from. The segregation in America in the 60s was absolutely terrible. And the political corruption in America with the fight in Vietnam and there's things that Ali disagreed with, and no one lives in his time. No one lived in his time, so can't say anything. So I give him respect for what he's done for not just black people, but for people in general. You know, to stand up to these people controlling everyone and the warmongers who are starting wars around the world. Muhammad Ali, he sacrificed his career for the political motives, which were good. And the second best fighter of all time for me is, I say, Sugar Ray Leonard. This is a hard one because Sugar Ray Leonard's got something in him, Hagler's got something in him, and Hearns. That's a hard one to call really, because the second best fighter in the world to say it's hard, because you got Sugar Ray Robinson. Man, Sugar Ray Robinson is on par with Muhammad Ali in terms of the boxing, because Ali got his skill from Sugar Ray Robinson. So how can you forget Sugar Ray Robinson? Unbelievable fighter, but Ali, the best heavyweight of all time. And it's Larry Holmes. People forgetting Larry Holmes. What a fighter. Larry Holmes trained with Ali in the camp, and Larry Holmes with his tremendous left jab, right hand, and his title defenses were incredible. Incredible. So there you have it. Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray Robinson, Larry Holmes, even George Foreman. People look at George Foreman hard and say, he just clubbered punches. You take a look hard at George Foreman's skill. You would not believe the skill he's got. The footwork, the way he tracks the person down, the way he cuts the ring size down. And this makes you think how great Muhammad Ali is to beat him. And then you have one incredible performance by Sugar Ray Leonard against Hearns 1. Sugar Ray Leonard, Hearns 1. And this I'm talking to you, Sugar Ray, man. That performance is incredible. How do you overcome a man like Tommy Hearns, who is tall, who's so quick, who hits so hard, who's got a longer reach than you, who can box, has footwork? How do you tackle something like that? Tommy Hearns, incredible power. Take a man out in under 3 rounds. He's Tommy Hearns, one of the most dangerous fighters in under 3 rounds. If as a fighter, I would not want to fight someone like that. And Sugar Ray, his mind, even though he had a damaged eye, and he had Dundee in his corner, and he overcame Tommy Hearns to stop Tommy Hearns. The fight, Hagler against Sugar Ray Leonard, that fight to me is suspicious. Right? It's suspicious, that fight, because Hagler was not Hagler. That's not Hagler. That fight is a fixed fight. I'm not knocking you, Sugar Ray, but you know boxing is corrupt. Boxing is very corrupt. Make no mistake. So sometimes you don't know what you're watching. You do not know what you're watching. Marvin Hagler, his style, could be made for Sugar Ray, because the way Sugar Ray moved that fight with the speed and the slipping around, the speed. But I know Marvin Hagler, and that night Marvin Hagler fought Sugar Ray Leonard was not Marvin Hagler. He was not Marvin Hagler. But if you watch the fight, Sugar Ray nicked it on the punches. He nicked the punches, he nicked it. He put the punches on Hagler, combinations. But I know Hagler, in a thing like that, he'd hit you with the body and shot and you'd be taken out. But Hagler was not fighting that night. Hagler, I'm sorry, you was not fighting that night. That was not you turned up. So that's how it goes. Tommy Hearns, the most dangerous man throwing punches in 3 rounds. The most dangerous fighter of all, throwing 3 rounds. The only thing Tommy Hearns never had was a chin like Sugar Ray Leonard, a chin like Marvin Hagler, a chin like Muhammad Ali, a chin like Floyd Mayweather. And this is where Floyd Mayweather may give Hearns trouble in terms of his chin, his skill. You see, you can say someone can beat a fighter of a certain era, but when you put the eras together, or Mayweather's skills, you don't know until these fighters are together, like Ray Leonard. It's like I'm saying I think Ray Leonard can beat Mayweather, but that's just talk. When you put the fighters together, there's so many variables. When you put them together, you don't know. Mayweather may give Leonard a whipping, or vice versa. But Muhammad Ali, for me, I'm sorry, is king. He's king of all. King of all fighters. Roy Jones, physical specimen, incredible. And his speed, incredible. And let me tell you something about Roy Jones, what I thought, what his downfall was. Is when he came from heavyweight, and he took all that weight off and come down to fight, I think, light heavyweight, etc. And he fought Antonio Tarver. Big mistake. He took too much weight off. And you take that kind of weight off, you're going to lose something. So, to me, if Roy Jones had kept his same weight, he would have took out and knocked out Antonio Tarver, and he would have been undefeated. One British fighter who I rate as a real, he's not British fighter, he's Welsh. One of the greatest Welsh fighters ever to grace from Wales is Joe Kawasaki. Joe Kawasaki, incredible fighter, unbeaten. But the fight Joe Kawasaki had with Roy Jones was spent. Roy Jones in his prime would have beaten Joe Kawasaki, and it would have been a good fight. But Joe Kawasaki, taking nothing away from him, he's a tremendous fighter. good chin, throws a large volume of punches, can twist you into knots. So Joe Kawasaki, very good fighter. Despite what people say, in my opinion, if you watch boxing properly, that Joe Kawasaki is a tremendous fighter. So that's all I'm going to say. Muhammad Ali, the king of all, king fighter. Remember Larry Holmes, great fighter, great fighter, and not given the respect, tremendous. And then you have Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest welterweights of all time. Sugar Ray Leonard had something in him that not many fighters have, and he's a great. To overcome Tommy Hearns, to have the rematch of Duran and beat him and cause the no mass, incredible. To overcome Wilfred Benitez, who's so skillful. Wilfred Benitez, he stopped Wilfred Benitez. Sugar Ray Leonard, you stop Wilfred Benitez. That's incredible. That fight there, the Wilfred Benitez when he took the title. The Tommy Hearns fight, incredible. And even the second Tommy Hearns fight when he got a draw. The second Tommy Hearns fight when he got a draw with Tommy Hearns. That fight was absolutely incredible, even though I think Hearns beat you in that fight. But what got the judges is that you came back, able to come back from being knocked down and give Hearns punches and put Hearns in trouble. So judges read things different ways. So the fight was a draw, but I thought personally Hearns won the second fight. But Tommy Hearns, what a fighter, man. And I feel the loss of Emmanuel Stewart is so sad. That affected me. I'm losing the loss of Emmanuel Stewart. That was very sad. He died, some sort of chest, stomach problem, and the operation was complicated, and he died. What a great, the legend of boxing trainer is Emmanuel Stewart. Anyhow, that's what I've got to say, and thank you for watching. And remember, Muhammad Ali, remember, the best ever. Muhammad Ali, remember, not dissing you Floyd Mayweather, but Muhammad Ali is one of the best ever. Ali. We all have our opinions. Mayweather, good person, good businessman, great boxer, tactician. You can't fight Mayweather. Wherever you throw Mayweather, he's not there. Mayweather's blocking the punches. Mayweather's blocking the punches. And I've got a message, this is me person to person, to Adrian Broner, is to just calm it down a little and focus more on your boxing. Just throw all the rest of the stuff out, all the attitude and the rest, just cut it all out and concentrate on the boxing, and you will be great like Mayweather. But it's too late now as you lost to Madonna, but from this platform you are now, you can pick up, you've got the skills. Because even the Madonna fight was an incredible fight. Even though Madonna put you down, I like the way you came back and picked up on Madonna. And although you lost, it's like a win. Even because most fighters would have been taken out by those punches Madonna landed. And I'm surprised you was able to go the distance with Madonna. It is incredible. Because make no mistake, Madonna is a dangerous fighter. He's one of the most dangerous fighters out there now, Madonna. I would want to fight him. Madonna, oh, very awkward. You find Argentinians, they produce very dangerous fighters. I don't know if you remember in the 80s, a guy called Juan Domenico Roldan. Boy, what a fierce fighter. I'm talking a street fighter, a rugged fighter. Juan, he gave Hagler trouble, very awkward. Hagler dealt with him, but what an awkward fighter. He was awkward for Hearns and rocked Hearns. He knocked out Animal Fletcher, if you know him. Juan Domenico Roldan, respect. Dangerous. Madonna, dangerous, very dangerous. If Madonna fought Khan now, he would knock out Amir Khan. Amir Khan very fast, skillful, but Amir Khan ain't got a chin. He's improved now. Mayweather will beat you. Another good fighter, which I find phenomenal, Juan Manuel Marquez, to overcome that with Manny Pacquiao and to KO him in that fourth fight was incredible. Incredible. I can go on forever, but that's it. That's the end of the boxing talk, eh?